Welcome to your reading for this week, the week of April 16th through the 24th. Sorry, trying to get myself into the frame here. Hi, how's it going? How are you surviving this week? How was last week? How was just this morning? There's been a lot of energies happening for all of us, and if you're sensitive like myself, being in nature is very rejuvenating. And so for whoever needs that little push, if you're coming across this message right now, make that little effort and show up for yourself and give yourself what you need, right? Like for me, it's nature. Maybe for you, it's taking a walk. Maybe it's to finally read that book, right? Um, Whatever it is, allow yourself to feel the love towards yourself, and showing up for yourself. No more making excuses for yourself for not showing up for you, but showing up for everyone else. That dynamic has ended. And I feel that so strongly. Like I haven't pulled any cards yet. I have them right here, and I'm just tapping into the energies of this week already. And there's that sense of really learning discernment, right? And we all talk about learning discernment, but do we really actually practice it? Like, what does it look like? And this coming week, the 16th through the 24th, and moving forward, there's this energy for us at this time to really step into being more authentically ourselves. And a part of that is giving ourselves what we need in order to actually learn what it is that we want. Some of us are very clear around, like, yes, I want that thing. And then some of us don't have that sense of clarity. And if you find yourself on the side of you don't find yourself having that clarity for yourself, there's nothing wrong with you, right? It's just that you have not fully cultivated a relationship with yourself. And the reason why I share this with so much love, because I also am working through these steps myself, where showing up for me and taking the time to learn what it is that I want. So moving forward into this week, it's about going inward and finding what it is you need, what it is that is you. You have to learn who you are and to no longer run away from who you are. Start embracing who you are. There's a huge energy around that. You know, so I'm gonna burn some sage. I have a piece here. I'm gonna wait for it to like not blow so much so that I can actually light it. It is so beautiful. I hope that you're able to take this in. You know, I'm from the city, so it's always so noisy. There's always some sort of noise happening. A car, a person, just always something. And when you come into nature, it's such a different type of noise, right? People say it's silent. I don't think that nature is silent. Nature is not silent. If you sit long enough, you'll hear, you'll feel, but it's a different way of receiving information. Ooh, yay, it's not blowing so hard. Okay. All right, guys, I'm trying here. Let's see. Let me see if I go down low to the flow. Okay, it's starting to light. Okay. I had to go down low, all the way to the flow. Go down low, all the way to the flow. There's no point in life if we can't have fun. We're meant to have fun. We're meant to enjoy ourselves and not be so serious. And in the same time, be responsible. So right now, with this sage used as a symbol of cleansing your aura, cleansing every energy body that you are embodying, every connection that you have, cleansing it, clearing it. I'm gonna just let the smoke kind of get on the cards, cleanse them. Let the smoke cleanse me. Thank you. So I'm just gonna leave this here burning. I wish you could kind of see it, but you won't see it so low. But it's there, it's cleansing the air. So before we get into the message, before I start pulling out cards, I just want you to take in what we were just speaking about, right? Being in tune with yourself. And finally giving yourself permission to listen to yourself. Be there for you, right? And it may take some time, and I know that we're busy and we don't all have the same amount of time to reflect. Understood. Now, don't allow that to be an excuse from stopping you from learning who you are, what you're here to do. Okay, so let's see. I want to take a card. We're going to take from this deck first, the Angel and Ancestor deck. I really like this deck, and I feel called to use this one as the foundation of our reading today. Oh, butterfly. See, butterflies are about transformation, and also, you know, wow, the card that comes up is a bee, and I was just going to say butterflies don't see how beautiful they are after their transformation, right? And so, and I just saw the butterfly, so that is playing into this reading where you're not really seeing how beautiful you are just by flying and being yourself. So that's what it is. It's like, just be yourself and your beauty will be seen. And the beauty isn't about external beauty. The beauty is the grace of God, the grace of who you are, right? The essence of your soul. Okay, so here we go. We begin with summer, and we have the bee spirit. And this is talking about joy. It's talking about inviting that and something around the summertime. Okay, so right now on the North Hemisphere, we are, shifting into spring, right? We're in spring season into summer, so that's the next season. In like a few months, we're in summer, right? And so there's some adventure stepping forward. Oh, hold on, let me go get that. Wow. Didn't we get this last week? I could swear we got this last week. We got the crow in autumn. It's interesting because we're getting timelines. So there's something here around, there's something here around the shifting of season. When the seasons shift, recognizing the shift internal and letting go of what is already not you anymore. Let whatever is not you to continue to disappear, to disintegrate, right? It's not about like murdering it, right? Like you're right. It's about letting it disintegrate and to send so much love to every version of you, right? What I'm sensing right now is to see every version of you in your past that's been through all and made all the decisions up to the point that you are now. And I want you to see every version of you up to this point, and I want you to bow to that energy, to yourself, and be like, I love you. you've been through so much, and look at us, we're growing, right? Like seeing the growth of who you've become, um reflecting on that and being honest with your role in everything in your life, right? And trying to be as honest as possible, because I'm feeling like in order for you to really welcome in that beautiful bumblebee energy, right, the joy, that joy that you are, it's it's about you, it's about us, it's about this sense of like enough is enough, enough is enough. And now I am moving into learning who I am and making mistakes along the way, but not beating myself up through it, right? It's like learning, growing, seeing. No more being like this bully towards yourself, because I feel like you're going through things, and then if something goes wrong, you're like, oh, I should have known, right? And you're driving yourself insane instead of realizing you were meant to go through all of those steps so that you can gather the information now. It's stop trying to be perfect or seem perfect or have everything together, and just be what you are, right? And in that truth, then the help that you need will step forward. The guidance that you need will become more clear. But it's almost as if you're in one space of being, and then you're emanating another space, and then you're wondering, why aren't I getting help? Why am I not getting this support? What's going on? And the thing is, there's a discord. The discord, the disconnection in the self. And that disconnection in the self is causing friction of feeling like I need to go to someone else for answers and things along those lines, right? The sage is still doing its thing. It smells beautiful. I hear something. There might be someone coming. I can't really see. Okay, these want to come out. I'm gonna put this deck down. So we got 3 more cards. We have the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the High Priest. Oh my God, we have the Divine Couple. Holy moly, there's not really like that sort of energy in this deck where there's like this divine union, and I don't really connect in energy, readings in that way. I try to focus on the self, but I cannot deny what is being shown right here, right? There's a divine union, but in the middle there's the Hermit. So what is needed in this divine connection with the self, and I feel with a divine partner, there's this connecting with the self, going inward, having to do some inner reflecting so that these can come together. This is what's in the middle, right? So what's in the middle is this sense of, I need to harness my energy. I need to harness, recharge, I need to get clear, right? So what I'm sensing right now is like there's this sense of like wanting divine partnership, wanting divine union. And it's not just another person, it's divine union also with the self, so that you can receive and feel united in divine union with others, right? And like in partnership, so that you can actually receive. And there's something around summer and autumn, and the autumn energy is giving me that sense of letting go, and the summer is giving me the sense of that energy of moving forward. So whatever season that you're on or in the most prevalent thing is to be like the hermit, to go inward. And the hermit is not just all the time inward, 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 and they're not in connection with others. No, the hermit is one who goes inward to get their answers. It's the one who says, hold on a minute. I want to come from a higher perspective. I want to step from a divine perspective, not so much just a perspective of what is from my mind, what I already know. Okay, it's harness, it's bringing in the high priest and the high priestess energy, right? And what is that energy, the high priest and the high priestess? What is that energy, right? The high priestess is one who knows, the one who sees, right? That's the energy, the feminine side of inside. And then the high priest is the divine doer. So we have the one who is seeing and the one who is doing divinely, right? Like working from the divine place. And I believe we got this card last week as well, the high priest. And there's this energy around flying, spreading our wings, right? And in order to spread our wings and step into that light, the hermit, I feel like the most important card that's coming out of all of these is the hermit right now, because that is where you're going to get all your insight to know how to operate in the world. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to pull, this is the Moonology deck. Okay, the stage is still going. I'm gonna show you. It's beautiful. And I believe the next full moon is the 24th, 25th, till the end of next week. We're having a full moon. And so there's this energy coming up also with the fullness. I'm full of this, right? So it's like, what are you full of? Right? And if you're getting full and you're getting aggravated, that means you're doing a lot of things that are just not in alignment with where your soul is wanting you to be. Emotions are running high, super moon. Right? And I just said about the full moon. So, and right at the bottom here it says full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. So in the bottom of the deck, we have this Leo full moon, and then we have here embrace. Emotions are running high, super moon, right? And I just mentioned the full moon. So this full moon that's happening the 24th, 25th, depending on where you are, there's going to be a significant shift also happening during that full moon. Something's going to get clear, and this energy is coming also. It started with, I'm going to say it started even before the eclipse on the 8th. I feel like it started in that last week of March. So there's some awarenesses that came to you during the last week of March leading into the eclipse. And then the eclipse happened, and then there was this rupture of energy, and then from there other stuff started taking hold. And now you're going to have some more insight putting that stuff all together. And what is needed is to detach. What I'm hearing is detach from all of that stuff, right? All of there's a need to see that you are attached in a way that is not serving you. Okay, so right now you're being asked to see that clearly. So it's gonna show up really, really like in your face, hardcore, right? Hardcore. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna take from the Star Seed deck. And you know, these readings are just to give you some guidance for the week, right? And my goal in energy is to focus on you, right? Oh, so many people are so focused outside of the self, yet are preaching around being about the self, yet continuously looking outwardly. And I am in the space of practicing that truth of being with the self. So when I'm doing these readings, there's an importance of the self, and yet other people and characters will be put into it because we are not by ourselves. But it is very important that we take in that this is for us, for our own guidance, for our own happiness, not to shift something else, but to help us, guide us in the way that can help us, not to gloat, not to be like, yeah, I figured that out. It's nothing about ego or cockiness. It is about a learning. That's what this is here for. I'm gonna go get that card that flew. Oh, my butt. Okay. We have Star Brother. Star Brother. Okay. We harness energy. I always say it wrong. Protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And that energy came flying out when I started to talk about the self. And so what I'm sensing with that is you are not alone. You have divine guidance from the other side. And what I feel with this brother energy is like big brother energy. Whether you have a brother or not, that's not what this is about. What it's really stepping into is the true belief that you are not alone. The true understanding, knowing that you're protected, right? And that as long as you are loyal to yourself, the energies are loyal to you. So whatever you are loyal to, that's, or you focus and you're focusing your energy on, is where the support is coming to. So now it's like I feel like you need to shift your perspective on yourself. Okay? And under that we have the 7 star sisters. So I think that's so interesting because under the deck we have the sisters, and the card that flew out is brothers. So it's like this sense of unity, brothers and sisters celebrating. But the way that you celebrate is by being completely, what's in my hair? Completely yourself, right? Being completely yourself. And the 7 star sisters, it says here, birthing creation, right? I think that's really powerful because there's something around coming together with the feminine side of the self. The feminine side of the self, and welcoming other feminine energy into your is birthing creation. There's a project that's working together. So what I'm feeling for those who are watching this reading up to this point is that there's a collaboration that is coming. It's a divine collaboration, you know, when we had the high priest and the high priestess, it's a divine something. It doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic, okay? Doesn't mean that is like, it could have romance, but what I'm sensing, because it has a brother and sister, is like this deep passionate love, but very like brother sister, like I love you so much. Connection, healing, partnerships, doing some collaborative work. That is coming up here. There's this sense of like expression that's coming with these two. Okay, put that in there, and let's see what we get from these. It's so beautiful here. I get like memorized, and I climbed a little bit, so I'm like on a hill, and I know you can't really see. I'll show you in a moment, but when you look, you see down, and it's just so beautiful. Um, and to be among the trees feels so beautiful. And look what comes up, water. I love it. So here's what it says. We have the number 80 and we have water. It says drink more, spend time near water, communicate with water, spiritual bath. Okay, so that's the card that comes up as an additional guidance. And that's so funny because I'm talking about the trees and everything, and I did pass like a stream of water and it was gorgeous. But there was a lot of people over there, and I wanted to have more privacy with you. So I came up to the mountain side. And right under here, under the deck, we have crystal light healing 9999. So connect with crystals, connect with rocks, stepping on, walking on rocks. Like right now, I got my feet on this beautiful rock here, and just taking in that energy, letting it pulse through me, right? Let yourself, remove the idea of that nature is dirty. I think that some of you may be, oh, that's gross or that's dirty. And I feel that what I'm sensing is I the energies is saying to challenge your thought on what you once thought was right, what you once thought was wrong. Because some of those things were not necessarily really true. They may have helped you at some point. Like, parents will say, oh, that's dirty, that's dirty. And then people get like, oh, the dirt is nasty. And it's not. It's not. It's just not. Right? And when we can really see truth of things, then we remove fears, we remove, like, there's just certain things that just start to fade, to shed away, that we don't have to hold on to, and then we could be more present in the world and receive the juices that is evident everywhere. Because this earth is giving us grounding, it's giving us connection. Okay, so connect with water this week. Drink a lot more water. I'm gonna have some water as soon as I'm done here with you. Make sure I hydrate, because it's, I walked a lot, and yeah, it's just good to hydrate. So right now, do that spiritual bath. The full moon is coming, so start getting yourself cleansed as you move towards the full moon, right? Start releasing and letting go. Okay, crystal light energy. Use crystals, use rocks, use nature to connect. I feel a lot of nature energy here for us, right? A lot of healing in nature. And a lot of people say it, and the thing is, it's true, and you won't know until you experience it, right? Until you start experiencing it yourself. Okay, so let's do the tarot. Oh, my buttocks. And soon things, I feel like things here with Miracles Within Us will start shifting soon. Like, I've been having a lot of things come up for me, and I'm just getting myself around to really honing in on what it is that, in the way in which to show up here, because I want to be more connected to you. I want to do more work with people hands-on. I really do find that enjoyable, right? I find it enjoyable to be able to share what I know, what I've been through, and also what comes through me, and help people get out of confusion, right? And into a more like, okay, yeah, this works for me kind of space. Ah, okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay. We have the Spirit of Pentacles. The Spirit of Pentacles. And then, oh, look, a card here flipped over that I'm seeing now. Ah, okay. In reverse, we have Mate. Okay. Which is also the Justice card in the tarot. So this is what we got. What the Spirit of Pentacles. So the Spirit of Pentacles, what I'm sensing with this is a really, you see this? Becoming one with nature. You see this? Like literally, and that's what I'm talking about. Becoming one with nature. Your nature, what is nature to you? Right? Like really becoming completely one with the self. And when you notice that one with the self, you notice that you're connected to everything. As you see this tree has the moon inside of her, or him, doesn't matter. And it realizes that in order for me to be my full expression of me, I must be the full expression of everything and accept the full expression of everything. And then we have here Mate, which is this divine justice. It came up in reverse, so I feel like there's something you're now seeing around embracing this. It's like you don't want to embrace the fullness of who you are because of what maybe you have to face about your past. And it's like, just get over it. You're being so hard on yourself that you're not letting yourself get to the next level of your own justice. Let's see what we have in the bottom. The Ace of Wands. Swords, sorry. I said wands. Whoops. Ace of Swords. Truth. Truth's coming. Words, truth. So it's like what you don't see coming underneath this all, what gets you to become in union with the divine is truthful conversations. And this is the Ace. Truthful conversation with the self. Truthful conversation with the self most of all. But there will be a conversation. Some of you, I feel, will have a conversation with someone. And then, oh my God, Ace of Swords, and then right behind that, Two of Swords. I literally said some of you are going to be having this with someone else, and the Two of Swords was right under that. And I feel that that was so in sync because it's like you're being truthful with yourself, and there's something that you become aware of yourself that you communicate, and there's a communication that's happening. And this communication of truth, like, it's not bad, but it's definitely something that you have to be mature for. It's a mature conversation, right? And you have to be able to hold the mature conversation within yourself and the person in whom you're talking with as well. And I feel like on certain things there will be some like disagreements and things like that. There's some energy around that, but it's not about being perfect. The energy is about being truthful and owning that truth as much as you can. Own the truth, own the truth, own it, own it, own it, so that you are not blindsided, and so that you can step into your divine justice and you could be this peaceful being. Okay? So connect with water, connect with nature. Know that you're not alone. There is spirit guiding you. Ones who have passed, supporting you. The ones that are here still praying for you, right? Don't underestimate all that energy. Welcome in the energy of support and healing. And support and healing is not receiving the messages or receiving something the way in which you want to hear it. It's not about the way in which you want to hear it. It's about being able to receive the message and being able to receive your divine message so that you can use that information to do something else, because there's something else that is for you, yet it's unclear what that is because you're still not in your fullness of who you are, and that's okay. This is a time of evolution, right? And so this is for you to get immersed with you. Okay? All right. So I hope that this was helpful for you. If you would like to get a personal reading for yourself, you can book one on my website, miracleswithinus.com. The information's below. And I will be doing some in-person readings soon also, and I'll be sharing that information soon with you, where you can actually book a session with me in person. Okay, so until the next time, I love you all so very much. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Keep up listening to yourself in the truth innerly, but not from a place of a bully. Know that your spirit is always beautiful with you, always kind. It will not make you feel like shit. It will just tell you things truthfully in a way that you can move forward. Okay? So listen to the guidance. Trust yourself. Stop fighting yourself, and really just start embracing the life that you want. Right? And that might require you to shift a lot. And that's okay. You can do it. So I love you, love you unconditionally, and until the next time, namaste, everyone. Oh, I want to show you what this looks like. Can I turn this? Oh, look at that. So I want to show you. Bye, everyone. Namaste.